Hey, Dr. Berg here. In this video, we're going to talk about cramps, Charley horses. If you have these, here are the causes. There's four main causes. The number one cause of cramps, especially when you're sleeping at night, is medication. The side effects of high blood pressure medication, also high cholesterol medication, and also prednisone. So that will majorly affect the contraction and relaxation of your muscles, especially at night. So that's number one. Number two, too much calcium. Calcium causes the contraction of muscles. Now, that usually comes because your stomach is off. If you have a lot of acid reflux or digestive problems, that means you don't have enough acid and the calcium doesn't get mobilized. And so you're going to end up having too much calcium stuck in the joints and all that. Another cause would be taking like too many calcium supplements that are calcium carbonate. That's like rocks. You're going to plug up things. Let's say you want to prevent osteoporosis. You're going to get a lot of cramps because you're taking too much calcium. So calcium, it could be you're taking too much vitamin D without the other fats like vitamin K2 and also the omega-3 fatty acids. But too much calcium, because calcium always works with other minerals, and it could be you don't have the magnesium to transport and to relate the calcium. So you always want to take these minerals together, especially calcium, magnesium. So too much calcium will cause it. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because if you have a cramp and you just take straight calcium, it might make it worse. Number three, too little magnesium. Magnesium is the relaxation mineral of the muscle, and that's the one that you really want to take if you have cramps. So that'll just knock it out like that. You could also take calcium magnesium. That would be good, especially if it's in a 1-to-1 ratio, because that's what we need. And the fourth cause is too little potassium, and because potassium also is involved in muscle contraction, and that would come from not eating enough vegetables or a lot of stress that can deplete the potassium. I don't know if you knew this, but our bodies need about 4,700 milligrams of potassium every single day. Yeah, that's like 7 to 10 cups of vegetables every single day. Like, no one's getting that. So no wonder they're deficient in potassium. And also, if you add on stress, that will deplete potassium. And if you also add in the fact that sugar depletes potassium, no wonder the people have a lot of cramps. Magnesium comes from the leafy greens. So again, if you have those vegetables, you're going to actually kill two birds with one stone. But I'm not saying never have calcium. Like, you should have some good cheese from maybe European cheese or grass-fed cheese, or some dairy like kefir or maybe even yogurt. That would be a good source of calcium versus just taking pills all the time. But you just want to look at these as a potential cause of your cramps. The other thing is if you take apple cider vinegar, you'll make the body a little more acidic and you'll really mobilize this calcium into the tissues. So the apple cider vinegar is really good for cramps because it acidifies and it transports a lot of these minerals, and it also helps your stomach absorb the minerals. And then lastly, if you're deficient in vitamin B1 due to stress or too many refined carbohydrates or sugar, you're going to have not necessarily cramps in your calves, you're going to have tenderness in your calves. So if they're tender when you press on them, you need B1, and that would be a nutritional yeast. So you can consume that, and that just goes completely right away. So go ahead and follow this information, and I will see you in the next video.